Morning. Time for read aloud number one. Then there's another one. That's my morning. Hope you're all up and getting to work and doing well. It was still dark out when Brad tapped on my bedroom door. I'm heading out for a run, he informed me. I rolled over and murmured something about catching all the details on CNN. Or maybe I just dreamed that part. Any chance you'll be joining me? He never gave up. Where was Beatrice? Asleep? It was her job to protect me from her owner before the sun came up. I tossed my pillow at her usual spot on the floor. There was a canine squeal of outrage, an octave too high to be coming from Beatrice. I sat bolt upright just in time to see Candy wriggling out from under the pillow bomb, yapping excitedly. Brad barked a sharp command for silence, which might have worked if Candy had been a Marine. The puppy upped the volume, circling the room like a mad dervish. That jarred Beatrice awake, and she added her howling to the chaos. Listen, Brad, I pleaded. You can yell at Beatrice and me, but lay off Candy. He's just a baby. From down the hall, a new cry joined the chorus. The other baby in our house, Tina. Brad glared at me. Way to go, Donnie. I haven't done anything, I defended myself. I was sleeping. Do you ever listen to yourself? Brad asked. It's always I and me. But I know one kid in Hardcastle who isn't so self centered. He always puts others first and himself second, and is willing to risk his life to do what's right. My ears started to burn. I knew exactly where he was going with this. In 5 days since last Saturday, the mysterious hero who saved Mercury from the Mercury home had gone from an uplifting human interest story to the town legend. You couldn't be anywhere in Hardcastle without overhearing the name on somebody's lips. From the school halls to the checkout line at the market to Channel 4 News, it was all Super Kid all the time. Senior citizens discussed his great deeds in cafes. Kindergartners played Super Kid in the park, sliding down slides, rescuing imaginary houses from imaginary disasters. Adults traded theories of who this star could be and why he was choosing to keep his identity secret. Yesterday, I actually overheard a mom telling her 2-year-old, eat your carrots and you'll grow up to be just like the Super Kid. It was like Batman lived in town. Better than Batman. There were people in Gotham City who didn't like him. Everybody loved the Super Kid. It wasn't just Brad. Out of an entire Super Kid obsessed community, my family turned out to be the biggest fans. Did it hurt that I couldn't reveal myself to them? You bet it did. What made it even harder to take was that they used him against me, holding him up as a shining example of everything I wasn't. I was selfish, the Super Kid thought me. A workout routine is a commitment to physical fitness. I'm sure the Super Kid would agree with that. I knew for a fact that the Super Kid strongly disagreed. Honestly, I spent so much time biting my tongue that I'm amazed I didn't chew it off and choke on it. For the next hour, I struggled to get Beatrice and Candy settled while listening to Fire deployed, diapers secure. I almost laughed at the one, but swallowed the sound because Candy had finally drifted off. Sprawled out on his usual spot, seriously, the only thing missing was the chalk outline from the police department. Diapers secure. Somehow I doubted that and turned while everybody else slept. I got out of bed, padded down the hall to the bathroom, and flicked on the light. Brad sat on the lid of the toilet seat, still in his jogging clothes, snoring softly, holding his slumbering daughter against his chest. I rushed to turn the light off again, but it was too late. His tank commander eyes, trained to be alert for any sudden danger, were open and on me. He put a finger to his lips and whispered, just got her back down. I nodded, thinking of Candy. Baby humans and puppies weren't much different in that way. Once awake, they were ready for action. Brad shot me a piercing gaze that made me grateful for Tina's presence. Without her, I'd be getting chewed out again. But no, his expression wasn't angry. He seemed stressed and even sad. Everything okay, Brad? I asked in a low voice. He replied, I'm not good at this. It was the last thing I expected to hear. Going by Brad, Marines were good at everything. It was part of what made them Marines. What are you talking about? You got her back to sleep, didn't you? Because she cried herself into exhaustion. Outstanding. I shrugged. Whatever gets the job done. He heaved a sigh. When I'm deployed, I always know exactly what to do. In a potentially hostile situation, there are rules of engagement. If the tank breaks down, I'm ready for it. If the latrine backs up, there's a plan for that too. But here, with my own family, I'm lost. Let's stop there until tomorrow because, ugh, it sounds like they might have a good relationship.